of turbulence, sorry, Agatha called back. Like Dawkins, she's old, but looks super young. A 200-year-old woman magically trapped in a 9-year-old's body. She had to use a booster seat in the pilot's chair, which didn't help me feel a whole lot safer, to be perfectly honest. We'll be back down before you know it. That's what I'm afraid of, I muttered. Easy, Ronan, Greta whispered, wiping my face with the sleeve of her green hoodie. I'll be okay, I made myself grin. It wasn't easy. Crazy to think that we'll be home in like 20 minutes. Crazy is right. Greta's smile faltered. How am I going to explain all of this to my mom? Good question. Somehow Greta was going to have to convince her mom that Greta's dad had had a secret identity for most of the time they'd been married. Mr. Sustermann was, like my mom, a member of the Blood Guard, the ancient order of sword-swinging, butt-kicking knights who protected the 36 pure from those who would do them harm. Would Mrs. Sustermann even believe her? I may not have believed my mom if I hadn't witnessed her leap 30 feet through the air and use a sword to deflect bullets. That sort of thing will make a believer out of anybody. Yeah, it's going to be very weird, I agreed. Still, it'll be nice to be home. You don't even have a home anymore, Greta said, frowning. It's just an empty lot now. Some part of me understood, of course, that our blackened, burned-out house wouldn't still be standing. But knowing a thing and feeling it aren't the same, and for a moment my stomach clenched. My old life really was long gone. Back when I lived on First Place a year and a half ago, I was just a stressed-out, overscheduled middle schooler with a distracted dad and a way too intense mom. Basically just like any other kid in our Brooklyn neighborhood. All of that went up in flames when my father put our home to the torch. I gasped. What is it now? Greta asked. It's just... I pointed. That. We were flying over water now, the glimmering skyscrapers of New York City rising from the darkness ahead of us. Wow, Sammy said, leaning forward. Unreal. Even I had to admit, it did look pretty glorious. The shadowy towers were speckled with lights, and the streets below glowed gold from all the cars and street lamps. I'd missed the city. I'd forgotten how beautiful it is. There was no place for Agatha to land in Brooklyn, so the plan was to touch down at a helipad in Lower Manhattan where Dawkins had arranged for another blood guard to meet us. That person would drive us to Greta's house, with all haste and lead-footed abandon, according to Dawkins. Raindrops suddenly drummed against the canopy, and the 4 Dobermans began growling. It's just a little rain, Dawkins said, scratching one of the dog's heads. War, famine, pestilence, and Deborah strained at their safety harnesses. Maybe they're disappointed that the Statue of Liberty is so small, Sammy said. Out of the left-hand window was the familiar greenish-white monument. It's a lot bigger up close, Greta said. And on this side is the Brooklyn Bridge. Sammy turned. Why is it so orange? I risked a glance. It was true. A third of the bridge was bright orange, like it had been wrapped in an enormous tent. That is weird, I said. The view blurred as rain hammered against the glass. Agatha strained against the joystick as the copter bucked and then dropped 30 feet. Greta held her stomach. This is making even me feel sick. A good thing we're close. Agatha wrestled the controls as the copter rocked from side to side. The heliport is right off the West Side Highway. Maybe if you take us lower, we can escape the worst of it, Dawkins said. But closer to the churning black waters of the Hudson, the rain didn't let up. If anything, it got heavier. And then the inside of the cabin pulsed with blinding light. Lightning? Agatha said as a second bolt of electricity sizzled through the air. I blinked away a soft violet afterimage. That was close, Greta said. Too close, Dawkins said. Worse, it was going the wrong direction. Wrong direction? Agatha repeated, bringing us still lower. Usually lightning goes from the clouds to the ground. Those bolts are coming from directly in front of us. The Bend Sinister, Greta said. We have a welcoming party, Dawkins said. Though how they knew we were coming, I can't say. His eyes flicked to Agatha. I didn't tell anyone, she protested. I've been with you the whole time. I trust you, he said. It's the circumstances I mistrust. Is this your usual flight path? It is, she said. I wouldn't have